Hey everybody, so today's practice will be focused on how to build up strength in both your shoulders and your upper and lower parts of your arms. So the only thing that we're really going to need for today's practice, I'll ask you to grab a block if you've got it. If you don't, it's okay, but do grab it if you have. So the first thing that I really wanted to show before we even get into the physical practice is a little trick in downward facing dog that helps you to really build up strength and stability in your shoulders. And it's something that you should be practicing every single time that you enter downward facing dog. It's something that I don't see broken down a lot, and it's something that I see a lot of people doing. So I'll show it to you nice and close. So first, when you come into downward facing dog, hands are spread nice and wide, middle fingers point towards the top of your mat. It's a really small detail, but it'll help save your wrists. You also press down through the pads of your hands, but lift through the center of the palm, and that'll really strengthen your wrists. So when you do come in, and you take a look at shoulders, right? So we pop up into downward dog. A lot of times we're letting the shoulders kind of collapse. What we really want to do is widen. So you're almost like turning your upper arms out. So almost like you're going to try to get the insides of your elbows to face forward, right? But you're not hyperextending the elbows. So it's kind of this motion, right? So I guarantee you if you try that in each of your practices, you're going to feel a huge difference in strength in your arms. So let's come to find our comfortable seat first. We're just going to settle in. And as always, we just want to take a moment before our practice to close the eyes and connect to the breath. So just take a second here to notice your body, your thoughts, your emotions, your energy. Relax your shoulders down and back. Unclench your jaw. Really lengthen through the crown of your head, through your neck. Really take a moment to connect to your breath. Take a final deep breath in. Sigh it out. And just set some intention to hold awareness in your shoulders and in the strength in your arms. But also, as always, to be kind to yourself and your body in your practice. Remembering not to push or force. So allow your eyes to softly float open. Let's just open the shoulders a little bit first. So we're going to reach the arms out and up, all the way overhead. Bring the palms together. Bring your right hand down and arc your left fingertips over. So soft bend in your right elbow. Reach up and over with the left hand. Opening up into the space in your left ribs. And then just make some big circles with that top shoulder. So whichever way you'd like to go doesn't matter to me. But each time we reach up and over a little bit further. So maybe 2, 3 big circles. Just getting the shoulder nice and warm. And then reaching all the way over. Relax your neck. And then use the core, make your way back to center, hands together. Left hand down. Right fingertips up and over. Grounded through your right sit bone. And just start to make those big circles. Trying to do the same amount on each side. And then that last one really reaching up and reaching over. Good, come back to center, use the core, bring the palms together, and then make your way over to your hands and your knees. Find your tabletop. We'll take just a few rounds of our cat and cow. So as you move with your breath, inhales are for cow pose, exhales are for cat pose. Really focus on the space between your shoulders. So pressing it up in your cat, and then dropping it down in your cow. Really getting some mobility into that space, kind of breaking up some tension, some scar tissue. Nice. Make your way back to center. Nice neutral spine. We're going to take the left hand and left knee to center and kick the right foot out. Inner edge of the right foot down and right fingertips rise up for modified side plank. So if you're feeling really steady here, you can try lifting your right foot, creating a strong straight line from heel to head. Don't worry if you fall out, you come right back in. And then switch it up. Make those transitions as smooth as possible. Left foot kicks out. Left hand goes up. Now maybe one side is injured, you can't go as far on the other side. That's fine. But if you can, you lift the left toes, press them back. Finding some balance. Nice. You might be a little wobblier on one side. And then gently make your way back down, come to center. And we'll rise to our first downward facing dog. So getting that outer rotation in your upper arms. Relax your head completely. Maybe you need to stay up on your balls of your feet a little bit today and bend your knees. Press your ribs and your belly back. Relax your head. And just gently walk your feet up to the top of the mat. Maybe take a little half lift and then fold in. Give your head a little shake, yes and no. Relax your arms. And we'll walk our way up, rolling one vertebrae at a time to arrive. Give some nice big rolls to the shoulders, up, back, and down. Really exaggerate the circles. Nice, slow and steady. And then pause, reverse the circles. Nice, get nice and strong at the top of your mat. Big toes together, heels slightly separate. Find your mountain pose. Tuck the tailbone under, hug your belly in, lift up through the heart center. Wrap the shoulders up, back, and down. Long neck, soft jaw. Deep inhale. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center. We'll do just 2 rounds of sun salutations today. We're going to modify a little bit. So let's inhale, reach forward and arc back. And exhale to fold. Remember to softly bend your knees. Inhale to gaze forward. Press into the shins. And exhale, center left foot back. Bring the back knee down. We'll spend an extra breath here. Sinking into the hips. Good, send hips forward and down. Relax. Good, now step it back to your plank. You can bring the knees down to child's pose. Press back through your seat. And then sliding the chest, the nose along the mat, hugging the elbows in, looking forward, cobra. Let's do that again. Press into your child's pose. And do the best that you can. Slide forward. Elbows in, tops of feet to the ground. One more time. Child's pose with the exhale. Slide to cobra with the inhale. And hold that cobra. Nice. Downward facing dog. Nice deep inhale. And exhale, left foot steps forward. As always, you can bring the right knee down and help the foot forward with your hand. Extra breath here again, sink in. Good, feet together, forward fold. Keep the knees soft, rise up. Nice, strong, flat back. Hands down to heart. Final round, inhale, rise up. Exhale, fold forward. Half lift to look forward. Now right foot goes back first. Back knee comes down, sink into your hips. Press the hips forward and down. Good, step it back to your plank. Now same thing, hold steady, and then bring it down to child's pose. And sweep through 3 times. Always okay to take a break. As you slide through, think elbows to ribs. And then hold that last cobra. Good, downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Right foot steps forward. Left knee down. Settle into the hips, look up. Feet together, forward fold. Good, rising all the way up, nice and strong. Hands to heart. Mountain pose, take a breath. Inhaling deeply. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, reach forward, rise. Exhale, float down, forward fold. Good, let's take the hands behind the back. We'll interlace the fingers and just let the knuckles start to fall overhead a little bit or a lot, whatever your body's got today. Now you can see the difference between squeezing the heels of your hands together versus separating. So it's up to you which one you need. Take one more breath. Good, hands down, frame the feet, half lift. Bend your knees, step the left leg back. Good, stay up on the back toes. Lift the back knee, press the right fingertips up to the sky. Good, keep sinking into your hips, but pressing back through the left heel. Nice, take a breath. Good, right hand comes down, back knee down, top of foot to the earth. Find your Kapyasana, lunge. Good, take a nice deep breath. Sink into your hips. Good, let's step that front foot in slightly. Hands come down to heart center. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, twist to the right. Nice, pressing down into your palms. Taking one more breath. Hands come down. Step back to your plank and hold steady. So squeeze the inner lines of your legs together. Make sure you're not doing like a plank dog, right? We want to rock forward a little bit with our weight. Shoulders over wrists. Inhale. Exhale, press back to that child's pose. And slide through it. So you can do it 3 times again. You can do it once and then hold the cobra. Either way, we're going to meet in cobra pose and hold. Hug the elbows in towards the ribs. Pull your shoulders back and down. Downward facing dog. So let's say 5 deep breaths here.
Now get that outer rotation to your upper arms again. Pull up through the center of your hand. Make sure you're not hyperextending your elbows. Good, now left foot steps forward. Right hand down. Left fingertips rise, twist. Nice. Make sure you're still pressing through that back heel, lifting the knee. Good, bring the back knee down, frame the foot, uncurl the back toes, and find your lunge. Good, as always, if you want to rest the arms, you can do that interlace and press. You can kind of help your neck out a little bit. Good, press into the front foot, slide it in, and bring the hands down to heart. Inhale for lengthen your spine. Exhale to twist. Good, last deep breath here. Hands come down, frame your foot. Step back to your plank. Hold steady. Good, this is going to be the last one, so press back to child's. Slide through. Good. Again, you can do it 3 times, you can do it once, and hold the cobra. Good, hold, hug the elbows in, lift up a little bit higher. Downward facing dog. Good, couple of really deep breaths. Let's take the right toes up to the sky. Bend the knee, let the hip just start to open. Maybe you see the toes underneath that left armpit. Good, now you're going to twist across to the left elbow, rocking forward, and then kick the foot out. Right, almost like a kickstand. Left fingertips rise for fallen triangle. So you're really balancing your weight here on the outside edge of your right foot, your right hand, and the whole of the left foot. Good, left palm comes down, and then as gracefully as possible, reach the toes up and release the toes down. Left toes rise. Bend the knee, let the hips start to open. Pull the knee towards the right elbow now, and then press the heel out. Right fingertips rise, fallen triangle. Good, feel the strength building in that left hand, left arm. Right hand down, left toes rise back up, and place them down. Deep breath. Nice, one more, inhale. Good, let's step the right foot between the palms and find our low lunge. And then rise to high lunge. Good, so just like the low lunge, your left foot is pressing back. Fingertips rise if you can. reach the arms forward. Left arm goes under right. Bend at the elbows and twist. See if you can get the palms to touch. That's not working, grab opposite shoulders. Press the elbows away from your heart, lift them. One more breath. Gently press into your feet. Release and turn the feet in line with each other. Hands to your hips. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold forward, wide-legged forward fold. So if you've got your block and you want to use it, you can, right? Go underneath the hands. Eventually, we move the block to the side, hands come in line with feet. Relax the whole upper body. Pour a little more weight forward into the balls of your feet. And we're going to start to turn the left toes towards the back of the mat and walk your hands over, framing that left foot coming up onto the back toes. Low lunge to high lunge. So now your left knee is bent, you're up on your right toes. Reach fingertips forward. This time right under left. Bend the elbows and twist. Lift the elbows to the sky. Press them away from the heart center. Stretch. Good. Straighten the leg. Release the arms. And turn the feet to parallel again. This time interlace the hands behind the back. Press the knuckles. And fold forward. If this is really uncomfortable, bring your hands down. One more breath. Slowly release the hands and come to a half lift. So walking the hands in line with your shoulders. And you're going to heel toe the feet a little closer together, so slightly wider than hips distance. Turn the toes out very slightly and make your way into your squat. Totally okay if it takes a few breaths, a few tries to get there. Also okay if you need to take your block underneath your butt. Give yourself some extra support. Hands to heart, press. Good, now a couple breaths here. Use the upper arms to really open through the thighs. Good, now you can stay here, or you can try on your crow pose. So when you come into crow, hands come down to about shoulder distance, fingers spread wide just like your downward dog. We're gonna rock the weight forward and lift your butt. So you're making like a little shelf with your elbows. Right, so deep bend to the elbows still. Knees are above the elbows, up towards your armpits. Toes scooch a little closer together, and you can stay right here. If you feel like you can go further, rock some weight forward into your hands, and then rock it back. Inhale, rock forward. Exhale, rock back. Eventually, we get some takeoff. Heels up towards your butt. Eventually, you can hold. Gaze forward. Slowly release it down and come onto your butt. Extend the legs, shake it out. Nice. Shake your arms out. Now from here, we're going to work a really simple strengthening technique for your arms. So this is one that was made up by Anna Forrest of Forrest Yoga. And all you need is the block. If you don't have the block, you could still do this practice. I just find that it's easier to kind of keep myself in line with the block. So when you come in, we're finding our comfortable seat, reaching the fingertips forward, and just bending the elbows. So check in here, and this is where the block really comes in handy. And plant it down, and then lift it up. So when you take it to that longer size, it's about shoulder distance. So that's what I like about using the block. It kind of keeps you in line. If you don't have it, make sure your elbows are in line with your shoulders. Fingers spread wide. Flip the palms towards away from you, and then hug the block with the elbows. Take a breath. Good. As you inhale, press your elbows away from you. Exhale, pull the shoulders back and down. Press the elbows away. Pull shoulders back and down. Away. Back and down, still holding the block. Away. Good. Back and down. Keep the elbows lifted. Good, so all you're doing is imagining that you're moving your elbows forward and back on a track. One more. Release gently and move the block to the side. Shake out the arms. So you should feel some really good burning in your shoulder blades and your forearms. And now that can translate into your dolphin pose. So keeping that exact same shape with your arms, you're going to think downward facing dog. If it really helped you to have the block, you can still use it on the ground. So I'll show you with and without. So when we come in, we hug the block again with our elbows. It's that same shape. Fingers spread wide, palms are face down, and we think downward dog. So you're pressing into the ground with your elbows, relaxing your head. You can do the same without the block. I like to measure shoulder distance by taking my thumbs to the inside of the elbows. They should be able to touch. Same thing. Good. Press into the elbows. Lift the head off the ground. Knees can always be softly bent. Feet can be a little wider apart if this is tough on your lower back. Take one more breath. Bring the knees down and stretch the arms out, child's pose. Good. Walk your hands in, sit back towards your heels, and shift so that you're in your seat again. Extend your legs, and we'll just cool it down a little bit with a forward fold. So bend the knees a little bit or a lot. Flex your toes towards your face. Let's reach the arms out and up. And exhale, fold. Go for the outer edges of your feet if you can. Bring your chin to your chest. Now pull your shoulders away from your ears. Good. Release your grip and walk the hands in. Bend the knees with the soles of the feet on the ground. Drape your left arm across the shins. Right hands reach back and down. Right hand, not hands. Nice. Gentle twist. Good, and then switch, right arm across, left hand behind. And left hand comes back through. Relax the legs and just take a moment. Drop your shoulders, unclench your jaw, and notice all of the work that you've done.